You guys went to a festival recently, right?
Pickpocketing, I think. Oh, dude. So my brother started clowning Kevin. Because on the first day, this fool popped out with a fucking jacket with like 8 pockets. His shorts had like 6 pockets.
6, 7 pockets.
He came out with a scarf that wrapped around his neck.
That would look like a fucking anime character.
Yeah,
Dude, and my brother was
and the
like,
fan.
I think he showed up the second day. And my brother was like, yo, that pickpocketer, he didn't even know which pocket to start picking.
It was too much for me. He's like, just move on. Let's
Like, man, fuck this guy.
They have to have a blueprint for that shit. All right.
Even Kevin, when they're like, where's your ID? He was like,
You know which pocket?
I don't know which pocket I put it in.
Passport.
Opioids. No, wait, what?
Wait, what? That's jokes. So you guys went a day in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Cool weekend. It was nice and fun.
Yeah.
Straight up, fuck. Saw a lot of fucking people.
Dude. One of the
When
stories they told me
yes.
that you were hyping yourself up for a certain group.
Imagine hyping yourself up like
Who was it?
half like
Let the fans
all
know.
summer.
one?
All summer. Imagine
Oh.
I'm just saying in general.
But who were you looking forward
I
to?
was trying to go see Suicide Boys on Saturday night. I knew what stage on paper. But when it came to day of, I guess I went to the wrong stage at the wrong time.
He was waiting for 2 hours and then never.
And I said, don't worry. They're going to pop
Like,
up
anytime,
any minute now.
And you were at the wrong fucking stage.
And I was like, fuck, he keeps singing. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? It's already 7:30.
If I was still waiting there, you would have been in the bathroom still, as you originally said.
originally thought I was going to be at. But imagine hyping yourself up all summer long for a 3-day festival, knowing that you're going to go see a specific person.
So this festival, there's different stages with different artists performing.
Yeah.
and,
So that's what's cool.
At the same time?
Yeah.
So that's what's cool
Okay,
about Day in
okay.
Vegas. And, it's only, this is the second year they do it, and we went first and second year. So I think it's pretty cool that we keep going every fucking time.
Yeah.
But then again, it is going to get old.
I sat him out.
I mean,
Damn.
some of the artists, I mean, I like certain days, like Saturday and Sunday, I only wanted to go specifically in the nighttime because I didn't know anybody really playing throughout the whole day. But
You know
It was
what I
still-
find
it's still
crazy?
cool.
Kendrick went both years.
yeah, he headlined both years.
Gotta make his
He
money,
was
man.
Friday, and then last year he was, I think, Saturday.
See how many people were at that shit? Well, you guys
Yeah.
were there, but
How many? You saw how many people?
from your stories, yeah.
Well, I just. Oh,
There's even
bro.
there's an influencer that I believe she lives in Vegas. She was like, "Day in Vegas, let's live," and she was recording it from her fucking hotel room, and you see the fucking massive amount of people.
Low key,
there.
I don't think it's as big as the other festivals they have. Like EDC, I think EDC
Oh, well,
is
yeah.
that's like
shit times bigger than that, but
Yeah,
it's
of
still a
course.
pretty good amount though.
Well, that's why I still like this episode. This
year?
festival because you
Yeah.
can still walk around
Yeah.
and shit. Like you can
It's still good,
manage.
manageable. Yeah, it's not that bad.
And it's not as dangerous as you thought it would be after hearing
The
Astro World.
Yeah.
man, that's
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, that was my main concern about going before when this whole incident happened.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, I don't really want to go in
Yeah.
too deep, and I don't know if
There's
people
gonna be
are
people
gonna.
on a bunch of shit. They're gonna like, yeah, sure, remember it, but they're gonna be on a lot of shit. You know,
Yeah.
whatever
but
can happen.
but that's another thing. Like this type of festival, it doesn't tend or lend itself for those type of like
Yeah.
Well,
drugs.
That's because it depends. Well, I'm sure people were doing shit.
Yeah,
but
of course.
It depends on the artist. Like Travis Scott is known for inciting shit
Inciting
like that.
Yeah.
shit, and that's so bad. I'm like, bro, like
So that's
That's
why,
hella
like,
bad.
I never like followed him like that. I don't know how his shows were, but after hearing how it was like at first I was like, you know, these guys. I don't like. It was hard for me to kind of feel bad until I heard about the details. You know, weeks later, and I'm like, oh fuck, 10
Yeah.
years old. Like, and then they showed the picture, which made it even worse. And I'm just like, damn.
and then
okay.
and then like siblings, their older brother listens to Travis Scott,
Yeah.
and then they just want to be like their older brother.
They just want
So that's why I was
low-key-
like 10 years old. I'm like, damn.
I didn't even know that Astroworld was like an all ages event. I thought these specific events were like 18 and over. You know,
I thought it was
yeah.
Why
just
would you
automatically
allow
like that?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
would you allow young kids to be at like a type of show like that? You know,
It's like you
There's gonna be a
obviously
whole
know
lot
that
of
there's
different
going to be a
shit.
lot of paraphernalia. There's going to be a lot of weed. There's going to be a lot of drunk people.
There's a lot of shit
yeah,
there.
it's
A lot of
like
shit
I don't,
there,
you know,
yeah.
kids
And
should
then
not.
for an artist who's known for inciting
Yeah.
like shit like that, like why take your kid there?
Why take your kid there? That's negligence right there. But we were so thankful that it wasn't even like that.
because
Like,
at
it was
some points in
Oh, Day in
time,
Vegas wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Day in Vegas wasn't like that.
I started getting a little bit at times. Like I think for when I was that little baby, there was some people kind of starting to like trying to mosh, but
Well,
like it didn't really go full on through.
Like after that shit at Astroworld happened, I've been seeing clips of other artists handling that. Like they would let them mosh,
Ooh,
and then after it gets too crazy, they'd be like, yo, like
Yeah.
like one I've seen about Logic where he was like, everybody okay? Everybody drink some water. Make sure to drink some. Like he was checking in on the audience, and you know you didn't see videos like that until after what happened in Astroworld.
that happened to me and my
You see
brother.
the difference.
We got lost at well, we got separated from the group and we ended up being at Boss. And like, dude, I was like, Boss doesn't even have mosh pit songs.
Yeah.
He really doesn't. And there was a specific song where everybody got crazy and my brother just looked at me, he's like, "Are you down?" And he's like, "Mosh." I'm like, "Fuck it." And we went in, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Nobody was throwing elbows, nobody was doing anything. We were just jumping really like, up and down.
Oh, okay.
But this fool immediately was like, hey, like, hey. It's like, is this corner all good? Is this corner all good? Good. How about the left side?
I'm sure they're on it, especially now after, because this is what, a week after it happened.
Yeah. But that only happened to me twice. One with Boss on Friday, and then I think Ari Lennox also stopped the show. And didn't SZA too?
SZA, well,
But they were
SZA,
burning her for
So
it.
yeah, so this wasn't even that day in Vegas. This was, I think, I don't know when that video surfaced, but apparently,
Oh, so this was an ad day in Vegas.
no, this wasn't that day in Vegas. But apparently, she was actually like stopped her set, and she actually just wanted to make sure that the audience was okay. And people were giving her shit because they're like, "Who the fuck is gonna rage at a SZA?
rages at a SZA
SZA concert?" Like,
But you got to think about people that are waiting in line all day. They haven't had any fucking water. You know, that's how people end up passing out. And then,
yeah.
given the big groups that they're
Because there was people that actually, when I was in the crowd, I don't know if you saw, but there was actually people passed out because they were actually taking them out of the crowd. I don't know if you saw that. There was, I forget what artist it was. There was twice that they were just like, "Hey, yo, like move," like, and there was like some girl that was just like either passed out. I don't know if it was because of the drugs or because of the heat or dehydration, but I was just like, damn. Like,
I think it's always safe to assume it's never because of the drugs. Because there's a lot of people in that
and you get so
bitch,
claustrophobic in there. Sometimes it's too much. It's too much.
Or like people who lose their phone, they get all like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, like. But
And then some people try to rush the stage too. Yeah.
Thankfully, we didn't see none of that
No.
shit. Everybody's on their best behavior.
Low-key, what I did hear is that little Uzi Vert got a lot of shit because he actually was just like, I don't care. Like, I don't care what's going on right now. He's like, I just want to be here and rage. He's like basically saying like fuck Astroworld or whatever, and saying like, if you're here to rage. If you don't want to get here, get the fuck out. Like, he's basically, yeah, I was just like, that's fucked up. Like, you just literally had a fucking festival where people died. Like, you know, baby,
That's
I
so
think
negligent.
little
It'd be
baby.
different if he was like talking about the specific festival, but if he's talking about his own show, it's like basically telling the fans, "You guys know what you guys signed up
Yeah,
for."
he's basically telling him like, if shit happens, that's on you.
Which is not the best way
Yeah,
to go, especially
that's
after
advice.
the,
Yeah,
people.
that I was.
I mean, well, oh my bad, what?
Mind you, this guy was late to his set at Day in Vegas.
30 minutes.
30 minutes
Lady
late.
Birds? Man, you could have not shown up at all, bro.
Yeah,
Dude, because his show was only like 45 minutes long.
yeah.
So he showed up 30 minutes late and he tried to perform after, but they cut his mic off.
Oh, they did?
Because there was obviously another.
What's that shit called? There's a term for that, but they were like, "Nah, fam, you ain't going longer than your
Yeah,
time."
because
Yeah.
obviously there's somebody
That's good.
who actually got there on time, waiting for their turn. Who the fuck are you to fucking ruin their prep? Yeah, so yeah, my brother told me that story. I was like, this fool still
Yeah.
showed up 30 minutes late and still wanted to take over time.
Yep.
It's like these people are on a
Take someone
schedule.
else's time. Like,
Yeah,
that's shady.
These
I think he
people are on a
was just
schedule.
pissed about that. That's why he was just like, fuck it. If you're here to do fucking
And
come
then-
along to my songs.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I was like, whoa. I was like,
And that low-key angered me because I was just like, damn, that's
I
fucked
mean, it'd
up.
be
Like,
different if Astroworld didn't happen. People would have probably been like, "Yeah," but because of the tragedy that happened, people were like up in arms.
you know what's nuts? I assumed security was gonna be tight as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Dude, they let us walk right in. Literally, scan your bracelet, show us your vaccination, you're in. They didn't even pat us down for like
nothing.
weapons, drugs, nothing.
Damn.
Not that we were
See, that's
carrying
even
anything.
more sketch. But thankfully, nothing
Yeah.
crazy happened.
Yeah. So I had to go weekend. It's one of those things that, like me, for example, I'm like, dude, I feel like I work all the time, and I'm like, I just needed this fucking thing just to
Vacation.
just get it.
Just
Just
not even thinking about work for like a
Yeah.
good minute. Just either wake up, take shots.
We got to have fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's Vegas.
wake up and have fun.
Yes.
Like I think over here in LA, we wake up and like, well,
Think about
What's
work.
routine?
I gotta
You
go
have a
do
It's
routine.
this.
routine, yeah.
I
You
gotta
get
go
back
do
home,
that.
yeah.
I gotta do laundry. I gotta go pay some bills.
Vacation's nice every now and then.
Yeah.
But it's like, I mean, it's just going back home and it's back to routine.
Back
Yeah.
to routine, back to reality.
One of my favorite
Hope
things to
those
do, like,
guys-
I honestly am not the biggest fan of like concerts and festivals. Like, that's just me. Like, it's just like, I know supporting the artist, but at the same time, when I'm there, I'm having fun, but it's just overall, I'm like,
yeah, it's like,
yeah, like I'm not fucking rushing to get the tickets. Basically.
yeah.
But for me, like I love nature, so going camping, anything out, like
Even that's a
fucking
dope
hike,
ass
yeah.
vacation. Speaking of vacation,
I'll be
when was the
down
last
with
time
that
you
shit.
had a vacation?
I think the year before pandemic,
2019.
2019. Yeah,
You went camping where?
or it might have been before that. Well, the last one that I remember having fun at was Sequoia. I went with a few friends.
Oh, that's
That was like a
beautiful.
few years ago. Yeah.
It's
Fucking
beautiful.
relaxing, hell yeah. And then with the family later, I think the year after I went, Big Bear. We just stayed at a cabin.
I would love to visit Big Bear.
What is
Never
that
been.
called? Glamping?
So yeah, so apparently if you stay in the cabin, it's called glamping because you're not really
it's
doing.
different when you're in Big Bear. Like it's fucking cold. You're gonna need a
Yeah.
fucking cabin. With a Sequoia, you can. Well, it gets cold as fuck out there too.
Yeah.
Like at night, especially at night. But it's more nature. Like Big Bear is like a small town, and you know you can
You just
like,
have the
you got
trees
some
around.
trees around.
Yeah.
you got trees. Yeah. It's like a. How can I set
Snow.
this? Yeah, snow every now and then. It just feels like a small, isolated town, and it has lakes. It has shit you can snowboard. It has like shit you can do, you know. And then as far as Sequoia, it's just you. Oh, they have like campgrounds. Like
Where
you
can,
choose
like,
one, and then you choose a location, like a specific location you want to camp at. And then each campground has a ranger to keep an eye on shit in case there's bears, give you warning or whatever.
Evan popping out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's
but
so fun.
overall, it's just you, a tent, and like nature. Of course, with people like neighbors,
Yeah.
like but
A little far out, but yeah,
Yeah.
you can still see him, and you,
It's
you
just-
have to
there's-
mind your noise, right?
something so yeah. There's something so relaxing about just sitting in the fucking like
Dark.
forest. That too, and just having a brew, campfire, and you're just like what we're doing now.
I want
you
to
know, it's
experience that.
Like,
Yeah,
that shit
that's
is,
something
like that
I've
shit is dope to
never.
me.
We should for next year.
I've never
like,
experienced it. And like maybe in the
early
summertime,
early
like
summertime.
Let's start planning it now.
or summertime, like I don't know. I've never experienced camps like
They have shit to
that.
do there too, like
I
cave
know
tours.
of one campsite that I could take you guys. I would personally feel comfortable showing you guys around.
Whoa.
Lake Casitas.
Where's that at?
That's passing Ojai up north.
Ohio?
And that's the only place I would feel comfortable taking you guys. But if you've been to Sequoia with all the trees and all the fucking
Well, I did
big-
Yosemite, but
I'd
it
be down to
wasn't.
go back to Sequoia, but I'd be down to go someplace new.
Yeah,
new?
like new. Like
Yeah.
I've heard even like going to like Utah and stuff. Like just going camping somewhere. Like
the,
Another
the reason I like this place that we used to go as a kids is because there's a big ass like airstrip, and it's like out of nowhere. It seems like planes could fucking like land
land
there,
on there.
but it's just a piece of like land. I remember playing soccer there, or like the LA Scores group, and then like you could rent a boat out and go fishing.
Love that. Oh my
Yeah, that'd be so
God. Rent a
sick.
boat out and just go swim in the lake.
Yeah.
Damn,
I'm down. I'm down for that. Yeah, let
There's
it be a
this,
little bit warmer.
There's this, I forget what it's called, like peak, top. There's a name. There's a certain name for it in Sequoia. You have to like drive through. Most of the shit to do there, you have to drive out. Like it's a good distance from your camp. But there's like cave tours. There's
What?
lakes, rivers. You can like you see other families there too. It's dope. But there's this one where luckily they have steps. You have to go up this mountain. It's a long way up and it's a fucking workout. But it's worth it because of the view, bro. Like people who are coming down there, like they see you struggling, they're gonna be like, dude,
So
it's
worth
worth
it.
it. It's
Yeah.
worth it, yeah. And then once you get up there, bro, you basically see like a good like
Portion
part
of
of
the
just
fucking-
fucking mountains and
God.
I can
forests.
picture even the oxygen.
I know.
Oh.
More crisper than here.
Dude.
Hell yeah.
When you're up there and you get like when you finally get up there, that's it. You're like, oh,
Just
Oh,
Yeah, my lungs are hurting, man. I've
relax.
never had this type of
Dog,
oxygen.
I ain't gonna lie, it's a pain to get up there, but it is
It's
fucking
always
worth
worth
it.
it, yeah.
Yeah. I'll see if I think I have some pictures on it on one of my social medias. I'll see if I can find it right now.
He said, damn, how many social medias you got, homie? While he looks for his pictures.
Time out. You're like, I'll be back.
But yeah, like for me, like a good vacation is just some place.
Where you can just chill, just enjoy a
Though every
view.
now and then, like a place like Vegas is good too, you know. But for me personally, I just prefer the wilderness. If it were up to me, shit, it could be, but I'd be living in the Rockies where I'm all to be like looking for wood and shit.
You want to be secluded from everybody. You want
I
to
wouldn't
be
be
in that,
too far from a small town though. I'm still gonna get
like drive into town and just
Yeah.
get some groceries.
shit.
But
Ride my horses in town. Like,
to
I'm a
Nah,
country boy.
be honest, that kind of shit freaks me out. Like,
Too many movies,
no,
bro.
no. Being out in the wilderness and the quietness. I mean, I'm cool with it for like a little bit, but like to live out there, permanently be out there, I don't know. To me, I need noise. I need
You're a
cop
city
cars.
folk.
Yeah,
You're from the city, boy.
I like the city. I don't know why. It's calming to
I mean,
me.
that's good. I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but to me, I don't know why. Like, when I remember one time I went to Michoacan,
Start this shit. I'm tired of waiting.
and my dad, like, I mean, obviously it was with my dad and his family, but like, it was much more quieter, and I was just like freaked
See,
out.
it depends. Because where my mom's from, it's in Durango. It's Los Pinos, I think
Uh-huh.
it's called. It's like deserted out there. It's like a small ass town. The town used to be populated, but it's like basically
Yeah.
deserted now. That type of shit, I'm like,
Yeah,
But like I said, I'd rather be close to a small town, but still have like my own.
your distance.
Yeah.
Your own property. What you
I
can
don't
do
want
on
to go
there.
hunting for my food, basically.
Yeah,
I want to be able to stop by the grocery store and be like, all
pick
right.
up some meat and be like, or for the week. I don't have to drive into town until next week.
Yeah.
That would be cool, but like for just a week, for me.
But like for Sequoia, bro, like at least like the dream I'm talking about, I'm gonna have a bathroom, obviously. Sequoia, you're gonna have a bathroom. Showers, they're few and far between.
I mean, that's fine.
And we stayed there for about like maybe 3 days, or was it 3 nights?
But see, this is okay. So I've been told, obviously, if you go camping, like Danny's one person that told me, he's like, well, you just know that there's no showers, and I'm just like, I know, like,
Take white.
but I mean, obviously, that's the whole experience of it. Like, that's
Oh,
the reason
shit,
why I
that's
want to
good.
fucking. Oh my god!
Thanks, bro. Oh, you did get us one.
Oh my god! Thank you.
But anyways, you guys hear me about camping? Oh yeah, camping is fun.
Never been.
Have you been before?
I used to go all the time when I was a kid to that place, Lake Casita. That's the only reason why I would fucking feel comfortable taking you guys there, because I've been there like plenty old
Is there
time.
cougars out there?
Hmm?
There are cougars out there and shit, or
Not the kind you want to meet.
no? Like I'm like predator cougar.
No, not really. There really isn't. I remember as kids, we would hear a noise. We would fucking like, oh my god, you hear that? then when we returned as like high schoolers, it was way better because we could like obviously fucking smoke and shit. But I can't imagine going as adults. That'd be so much fun.
I think that would be so much fun.
A boat sounds nice.
We have to go. Like 2 people to a tent. 3 people max.
Yeah, we put our pitch in for that huge ass tent.
I've seen that shit.
We had one the first time we went, first of all, yeah, but it wasn't where you could fit a table. It was enough for like around like 5 or 6 people to sleep in. It was just like
you seen that 13 people one?
nah.
Where it's literally like this huge thing, but it has like
And you
its
could
own,
walk through it.
yeah, it has its like own like little quarters where you can like literally enter your own room or whatever.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's like what 20 G.
That shit looks like fun.
It's like
That
buying a
does.
house.
They're like $500, I think.
I remember one time I was invited to like this party.
Cheers.
Cheers. And they were doing s'mores. I ended up getting picked up before the s'mores started. It
Aww.
was like in my teenage years.
Aww.
It was like a little beach. It was at Dogweiler.
Aww, you weren't part of the fun.
Yeah,
shit.
I wasn't part of the s'more making because my parents were like, "We're here to pick you up." I was just like,
his face.
Why?
"Why?"
They're making s'mores.
I was like, "That did do that." I was like, "They're making s'mores though." They were like,
Lo puedes hacer en la casa.
Yeah, basically.
Tenemos
And I remember I was so grumpy that time. I was just like,
tenemos jamón en la casa. What's that gotta do with s'mores?
no.
You seen that TikTok where like moms on Mother's Day, they're like, "Vamos a comer."
Oh,
And the
yeah.
kid's like, "En la casa.
¿Dónde crees?
Tenemos comida en la casa."
¿Te acuerdas cuando te decía que te tenía hambre? Tenías que pues órale pues.
Yeah, I saw that
It has
one.
that like stupid ass song.
Dun, dun, dun.
They're like Rosa de Guadalupe type
Yeah.
of song and shit.
The guy
I
with
love
the-
those memes.
Yeah.
Like the dude that was
Roasting the employees.
the IKEA guy.
Yeah.
yeah. That one.
Oh,
He's like, can you just check in the back? Can you just accept we don't have it?
Yeah.
what do you think the back is? Some magical wonder place where we have everything?
Can I still get that discount?
Yeah, from 5 years ago.
Yeah. No, you
Like, where does
can.
it end, Karen? That shit was spot on.
Yeah.
I like how
Every
all of a sudden he had a
retail.
haircut and like a new face and shit. Like, damn, bro, that fool got TikTok famous and he switched it up.
Dang.
My favorite one is when that was like, "Are you working hard or hardly working?"
Oh.
He's like, "I'm hardly laughing."
All the
That
shit
one.
you wish you could say at work.
As an
Huh?
employee to those fucking moments as cashier.
He got it like spot on though.
Yeah.
Dude, the music made it 10 times better too.
The online said you had it. What do your eyes say?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like you see happy pictures on there too, but do you see that here?
No.
There's a hotel where they hold the World Series of Poker
Oh
tournament. at.
shit.
Like the
Yeah,
final.
probably that was.
It was
part of-
recently too, because I remember it was live, and I was like, you know what, I'm fucking watch it. And before it began, it was like a stream, but before it began, it was like, "Welcome everyone, here we are again in Las Vegas." I'm like, oh
Dude,
shit, Dave
that
Vegas
shit is so
going on.
dope. I love watching the World Series of Poker. Like, that shit's
I
crazy.
watched a bit. Like it was like literally, I think when you guys were still there, or maybe a couple days ago. It was live, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna watch it for a bit."
Yeah, and then you learn how to play poker little by little.
Dude, poker
I
is
mean, I
such
still-
a fucking crazy ass game.
I don't know how to play,
Bro,
You
literally,
definitely-
just show them the channel, and
I
all you
think-
have to do is just watch
Didn't
it.
you try teaching me one time? Or
I
was
tried
it,
teaching you guys one time, but
Yeah.
it's like
I kind of know, but the problem
Don't know
like,
the
I
rules.
have for me is like where to exactly raise and check and shit like that.
You-
I'm
you
still
don't-
having trouble.
you can't learn it from me explaining it to
No,
you.
of course. You're
Like,
gonna have to experience it
You have to
yourself.
watch it.
But as long as I know how to play, then I'll feel like I'll be okay. Like
It's
I
like-
might not know everything.
It's like you know the rules and you try to like figure out a way. It's basically tricking your
It's
opponents.
because it's like
It's
based,
like a mind game.
yeah,
Poker
based
face.
on the cards that are on the table and the cards that you have on your hand. Somehow you have to make a play with those cards.
and you gotta
Like,
be
if you
emotional.
raise,
Yeah.
you let people know you have a
A strong
hand,
hand.
or if you're bluffing like at least a hand.
Yeah,
You're like,
you can't let them know that you
But,
have a
like,
bomb ass hand.
the amount counts.
yeah,
Cause like if you raise 2,000, you're like, okay, we're like he might have a strong hand. But if you raise like 10,000, you're like, man, this is raising way too hard. He's bluffing. He has to be bluffing. But the amount of the dollars that you're betting. It's like a crazy ass.
it's a mind game.
Yeah,
I would
you
need,
just
I would need
gotta-
to really like.
but that's what he's
play it.
saying. Watch the World Series of Poker.
Or watch like any like tournament because it's high stakes, like a lot of money. So whatever people bet, you're like,
It's a decision that
You're
you
there
have
with-
to
yeah.
you have to think about.
that's what makes it so intense. I remember like when I was younger, it looked boring, but then once you get into it and you realize like what's at stake, you're like, oh shit, like this is so crazy.
Man, like you like girls got novellas, guys got World Series of Poker.
We
Like,
got, girls got soap operas, we got World Series of Poker.
like this shit tense, man. Like
Because there'll be times like say, all right, the flop comes, which is where they lay the first 3 cards.
Yeah.
Was the one after that? That's not. That's
I forgot what the name is, but the last one is called the
river.
turn,
the turn,
and
and then the river.
then the river.
So you could have like a pretty sucky hand in the flop and the turn, and then you could bet big. And then once the river comes, it could
It could be a
like,
card that saves your life.
yeah, like especially if you're like if you called all in before the river comes out, you're like that's the most intense shit. I'm
There's
like,
a special guy called Daniel Negrano, and he's one of the chillest fools that you could ever lose to, cause he's so humbling. He jokes with you, and then he reads your cards.
but then he like chats with you to get information about your
Yeah.
cards. Like that's the thing. You're like,
What?
yeah.
That shit-
How do you give away your card
Because you know how there's
information?
things called read.
talks to you. He just talks to you.
Like he'll talk to you about the hand, and you'll be like, "Oh, like you know, like I don't really do this. I don't really bet this big, but here," and he's in that way he's fucking with you, saying, in your mind, you're thinking, "Oh, he's saying that he doesn't bet this big
much.
usually, so he might have a sucky card, or he might have a pretty good card trying to get me to bet." Like
Distract you.
I'm telling you,
words of
it's a
distraction.
fucking
Yeah,
mind
there you
game.
go.
Poker's fucking dope.
See, all I know is goldfish. See, all I know is
Sick
goldfish.
ass segue. Anyway, segue is it not?
All I know is goldfish and what's the other
Blackjack?
one? No, not
Which is
even
basically
blackjack.
21.
Not even blackjack. I don't know any of those card games except Uno, goldfish.
Oh shit! You never played 21 card game? It's basically blackjack. You put a certain amount of bet.
Maybe, but like to me to actually be like, okay, I know the rules and I know how to play it. No, like I would need to replay it a couple times. Like poker seems interesting because of that, suspenseful. But 21 cards kind of does sound familiar. Is it a drinking game? Kind of.
No, it's just
No.
you just bet money, and if you're so you play with you're basically playing with the dealer, but if there's people around you,
Yeah.
so you basically have to hit 21 or less. The person closest to 21.
Oh
wins.
yes,
Yeah.
it's the
Blackjack.
yes. Okay, so
the computer game
yeah,
we
that we
played.
were playing.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So yes, that one I do know how to play. Okay,
That was easy.
that one's easy.
But
yeah.
poker is
That's why
way
I
too
need
hard.
to actually have like a full on tutorial,
Well,
like
it
actually
seemed-
play.
Well, actually, no. It seems hard at first, and then you like kind of get into it, and you're like, okay, so I get the gist of it. But for me, like I said, my biggest problem is knowing exactly how much to raise or like when.
The amount of money.
Yeah, like to kind of keep people like if I don't have the best hand.
Blackjack is easy.
Yeah, it's
Like-
basically just staying under 21
Under 21, that's it.
or 21.
Okay,
And the only person you're playing is the dealer.
the dealer.
There could be other people around you, but you guys are all playing against that person that's dealing the cards. Yeah. I told him that I think the most amount of money you guys made was $12.
You made?
You made.
Oh yeah.
I made I think $20. But you guys were playing the slots. Do you remember that?
Balling.
Yeah, I remember that, but I just
Balling. You said you balling with $12.
God damn, sick.
Damn. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Nigga,
High roller over here.
You owe
bro.
me a beer, bro.
Brown's on him.
I know Rand's already. Oh yeah, I need to actually like practice that. Like I want to
Yeah.
be familiar with it because
then-
definitely, like, if there ever was like a situation where, hey, we're all playing poker, we're all playing shit. At least I'm familiar with what I'm doing.
The
You know?
only reason I ever got confident with blackjack was the first time I ever went to Vegas with them. But we
This
could
guy
have
was on a roll. They
we
had a
could've-
switch.
we could have gotten in trouble for that though.
What? What do you mean?
Because Danny was screaming instructions.
He was like, fold.
Yeah.
Or no, not fold. He was like, stay. This and that.
Or
But-
hit.
What?
Well, you were fucked up too. Probably. But either way, like, I mean, fucked up like as in.
I put
Yeah.
in $20. I walked out with $60.
Oh, okay.
But tell him he's been waiting to tell you
What? Oh, they had to switch dealers like 3 times, I think.
twice, 2 times.
Twice. Because,
Why?
like, if they see you keep winning, they're going to be like, they're just like a thing. It's a system they have. They switch the dealers.
And I was
What?
fucked up. I was fucked up. I was like on the table, like, and like hit me.
You
And
just see
like,
this one like,
oh yeah, because I had known that like going like this means hit, or like going like this means like stay. But all you hear is Danny hit,
Oh my god. Fucking
Stay. and they were all watching me. Chucky,
because we were at the bar and the blackjack tables are literally like right behind us from the
Yeah.
bar. So we were just at the bar drinking, and Danny's like, "Stay, hit."
and you can get in trouble for that.
And I'm pretty sure because that kind of cheating.
And then the next day, I try to be lucky. I'm like, yeah, I guess I know how to play. I think I lost like $100 the next day.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I was there too. I saw them gambling. Like, all I stuck to was the virtual blackjack and the slots. But I was-
So I've heard that there's a trick to it. The more money you spend, the more chances that you're lucky you are to fucking win. Because if you're gonna only spend $1 at a
It's like
machine,
luck.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's based on luck.
Also, the machine has an algorithm. Like, the more money you bet, like the bigger of a chance it will give you to win.
Oh.
because I remember
But
for
if
my
you keep betting $5 and $5 and $5 and $5,
you
and
have to
$5,
bet like $20 or like 40,
Yeah.
$30 like in the machine, and for it to actually go up, there is a
Look
percentage.
that up.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just
there is.
I want to go again. I just
Play the
want to
machines.
fucking
Be like, yo,
want to play.
gotta watch out though. It's like one of those things where you're like, all right, one more time,
Yeah.
and before you know it, you're like fucking $400. You're like, ah.
I was like, wait, I only said one more time.
No, that's
yeah,
fine.
your last time you bet $200. Oh,
I saw a video recently too on poker where this guy bet, or he went all in twice in a row. And he
Damn.
lost, bro. 2 million.
Oh shit.
yeah, that shit gets addicting though. You just gotta know when
I
to
mean,
stop.
He was just
especially if
playing
you're
like an
rich,
idiot,
yeah.
though.
If you have money to lose, then
Well, the ones who compete in the poker series, like, even if they get, like, if they lose, they still make a good amount of money.
Good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think
Because I think buy-in could be like 20,000, but if you make the top 10,
I think you
get-
showed me a video of that. No?
million.
Yeah.
A million, and it goes all the way up to, well, basically it goes a million, and then, like, say you get outed at 10,
Yeah.
at 10th place, you get a million. Ninth, you get 9, you get 2, and it keeps going up, 3, 4, 5.
And then
tax you?
if you're on TV,
maybe.
those poker people want to sponsor you. So if you end up like top 10 or top 20, you will still get a sponsor.
Yeah, you'll still get some money out of it.
Somebody
whether
will be
you
like,
fucking-
hey,
yeah.
keep playing poker and we'll
Pay
for,
you.
We'll pay for your jacket. We'll,
We'll
pay, for
your
everything.
everything.
That's why, like, if you do see the final table, and every time somebody gets out, they're bummed, but they're not like, fuck. They're just like, all right, good
Fucking
game,
still
good game.
walked out with millions.
Yeah. Like, you hear a couple of them say, like, hey, a minute's not bad. Good game, good game, good game. Like, it was
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the point
it's
is you want to win the $500 million.
yeah.
But
But
even
it's
if-
tough because you're top 10, you're with the best of the best. So you're going to be like,
You
Yeah,
have
like
to know
Daniel
every kind of
Negreanu.
strategy. You're gonna have to know every strategy.
you got to know, you got to have
Strategy.
strategy on fucking
Yeah.
point.
Because like that fool Daniel Negreanu, for somebody who doesn't like talking to people, he's gonna be annoying to you. You'll be like, he keeps talking and he's gonna throw me off, man.
He
That's
has
his game.
really good reads, which he can figure out what cards you have and like by how much you're betting. Or he's had some sick ass bluffs too,
What?
where he doesn't have shit and he still wins the pot. You're like, what the fuck?
And then I saw a video where he's like, yeah, I have this and that, and he really does have that. And the other person is like, Nah, you don't have that. Yeah, yeah. And then he ends up winning, and they're like,
What?
Fucking gauchos on this fucking guy.
the cojones on this guy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that game is nuts.
I never knew how.
But blackjack is easy.
I like
Easy if you're
blackjack.
smart. Just like poker.
Yeah, blackjack,
blackjack
is easy
is
and it's
good.
fun. You could spend so much time on that machine, but then you can win a lot more money with on a table. I don't even know how I had the balls to walk up to a table. I was like, "What game
You
is
were
this?"
lit, bro. You got that. That shit
Yeah,
called-
low key, I would be like, well, because there was a couple places where there was empty tables. I think it was the Palazzo or something.
Yeah,
Where
it
it was like
blackjack.
it was literally empty. It was like there was just people just waiting for a game to start. I could have been like, okay, like if I'm confident enough,
That's
walk
the
up
thing.
to there.
I've never gone to the casino sober. I'm always fucked up.
Yep.
I'm like, I'll never
Yeah.
go to the tables. They're gonna play me.
No, but I mean, I don't know. I would love to just go and play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's all
I would
is.
just love to go and play.
We'll
Go to a
next year.
bar.
We'll go next year after camping. Like in the winter time, it'd be cool.
Oh shit, camping in the summer and then
No,
Vegas
I'm
in the
talking
winter.
How about going to
That's why camping in the summer and winter in the Las Vegas in the winter.
Vegas in the winter, yeah.
Oh shit. Cold as shit out there. It's basically a desert.
It wasn't
Fuck
that
it.
cold actually.
No, it wasn't. The first 2 days
We're
I
not
met.
we're in fall right now, not winter.
Well, the
No,
first
we're
2
in
days,
winter right
I,
now.
I admit, if it was still desert, I was still able to wear like a short sleeve with no sweater.
In the morning it was like 60
Yeah,
degrees.
in the morning it
bro.
was cold. I was like, oof.
Shots.
Shots, yeah.
Like, woo! Whiskey! Maker's Mark. Woo!
I really want to look for that peach royale crown. Crown Royale.
I gotta try that shit.
Yeah. That's a classic.
Like, what's up? We're not gonna talk about the elephant in the room.
Don't call me an elephant.
Kevin.
She just
Fucked up,
pops up.
dude. Fucked up, dude.
Is
So
there?
now, do you guys think with this whole Kyle Rittenhouse shit going on that
Wow, nice segue, bro.
that fucking gun control and gun laws are gonna change? You don't
No.
think they're gonna change?
No.
You don't think these liberals are gonna push for something more drastic?
What do you mean by liberals, bro?
Because it's liberals, bro.
UPC, man? UPC, bro?
Oh, my
UPC,
PC,
bro.
Am I PC principal? No. But isn't it crazy? I have a feeling gun laws are gonna change.
Sick
No.
ass segue, bro.
Guns have been around for such a long time that I don't feel like any murder, any crime is going to change gun laws.
This was a kid claiming self-defense. I don't think it's gonna change anything.
So now,
And he got off.
so now that's
Yeah.
the secret. We just claim self-defense and we can shoot anybody.
I mean, depending on the
That's the
situation, it's not all
tricky
black
part,
and
right?
white about it.
That's what I'm saying. That's the tricky part.
But in this specific case, I don't think this specific case is gonna change the gun laws.
Yeah. It's not.
Yeah.
I
That's-
mean, oh my God.
That's
This
my point on it. Like, is it, he got off of self-defense. I mean, there's not much to be said. You can feel how you feel about it, but
But you really don't think other states are gonna?
I mean,
be,
well, not much to be said. But what happened?
people might want to vote for that kind of like representative.
They might want to, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to change anything. It's been
so,
around.
so you think Wisconsin's gonna flip their fucking way of thinking about self-defense?
He just got off right now. I don't think
Yeah.
they're gonna change their way of anything.
Watch
They're
it,
not
bro.
going to be like
No.
doing anything like any big investigations on anything like to try to
Maybe,
change.
It's a possibility. I don't want to completely like disregard
I
that.
don't
Yeah,
feel-
I
I don't
have it
feel
like that.
so.
Small. I'm like, bro. I
But
feel like this
Do I
might be
think it's
coming.
gonna happen? I highly doubt it.
What do you guys think is gonna happen in the next? I'm not even gonna say 12 hours. Not even 24. Not even 12 hours. What do you think is gonna happen within the next 6 hours from when we found out he was found?
I mean, I expect
I mean, a
riots
lot of
already, but
people would be pissed. Yeah.
didn't they have it? Didn't they post something where they had a like? It wasn't the army. It was like some sort of a.
National Guard.
They had National Guard ready.
500 of
So-
them.
Oh yeah. I mean, because they already knew.
But you know that
this kid's gonna get off.
this kid's a fucking target though. Like,
Yeah.
this kid's gonna
He made
literally
himself a target
gonna have to watch his back because
with who he hangs out
Nothing's
with.
gonna
But
happen to
he's
him,
gonna hang
dude.
out with his Proud Boys.
Nothing's gonna happen to him, dude. Like we've seen this 100 times.
I
bro.
mean, we've seen it 100 times, but like, I don't know, something about this kid just irks me and fucking, I don't know, pisses me off.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure that's how most people feel, especially since he walked off right now.
Yeah, and all this shit that happened before the trial, supposedly him wearing that free as fuck shirt, and
And I heard
him-
the prosecutor is like was garbage.
He did a bad
yeah,
trash. I didn't follow the case. I only know what I've seen so far. Well, when it first happened, of course, and then some of the trials, but I haven't been following it like step by step.
I don't know how you can walk away like murdering someone and with smiles.
Well, like I
and-
said, it's not as black and white. I was watching a video earlier though of some guy explaining it. He's like a kind of a paralegal. And he was saying it's not as black and white as some people want it to be. It's like he claims self-defense, and from the evidence, it does. They can work off of it, and he can walk off that way because of the evidence. And some of it was, I think, he threatened some people there, saying if you guys show up, I'll fucking kill you or whatever. And some people took him on that,
Yeah.
ambushed him and attacked him. I haven't seen the video, but there's a video of him.
You talking about protesters actually saying that?
What?
Saying that it's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you. This
No, he said that.
Yeah.
Rittenhouse said
Yeah.
that the protesters said that.
No, that
he
he said that.
he told
He,
them
that.
was the one saying that he was going to kill them.
Uh-huh.
And then I guess some people ambushed him, tried to attack him. I think they threw a bag of.
By the cars, right?
Is there a
That
video
video?
of it where
Yeah.
he like actually? So see, I'm saying as the given evidence,
There is.
it looks like self-defense.
It does. And they asked the jury specifically, just based on the video, nothing else. What does it look like? And was he allowed to use self-defense? And it's true. It's like, if based on the video.
And the guy in the video, the guy in the video covering the story was like, he was like, yeah, that he would have let him go too, given on the
But
evidence.
why give a kid, a fucking 17-year-old at the time, a fucking rifle? Like, what the fuck is a underage kid gonna do with the fucking rifle?
It's one of those
So who
things.
gave it to him? How did he
To
get
me,
it?
it's just like, I don't know. How did he
Like,
get it?
That's why it's not like.
It's an
Oh,
illegal
Yeah,
firearm.
that's another question. Like, how
Like,
did
how did
a
an underage
17-year-old
kid get that rifle? And why did he cross so
But
many
I-
parallel
Maybe-
states?
But I
to
think
go
it
to-
goes back to what Davis said. As long as he pleads self-defense, I think like, for example, let's just say a pedophile try to get a 10-year-old, but the 10-year-old just happened to stumble upon a gun. I think the 10-year-old killing the pedophile, he would be found not guilty because he was self-defense.
That's different when you're bringing a pedophile. Like,
No, but I'm saying,
the guy
same-
Okay, so what about that girl that killed that man? And I honestly forgot her name. I think her name was Cynthia. That girl that was trying to escape, do exactly what you were saying. I think of like a pedophile or something, and she shot him. But she was supposed to supposedly serve life in sentence. But her defense was she was self-defending herself.
But she still went
Wait,
to
what
She
jail.
still
case
went to
is
jail.
this?
The girl
I've never heard of that
remember
case.
that girl, Cynthia. I think her name was Cynthia. She was like literally she killed a man because I think she was like
Being chased by him?
no, not being chased by him, but like she was like in like I don't know the full story, but she did it for self-defense too,
And she went to jail.
and she was in jail for like a long time. And I think this is one of the ones that Kim Kardashian helped out, like actually brought publicity to this story.
That's what I'm saying. That was my example.
So I'm like, hey, where is it in that? She was actually going
she
through
was a
something,
colored
and she was a
Cynthia.
colored person.
Yeah, Mexican or Latino.
damn,
So I'm just like, hey, I'm like, she did it for self-defense. Like, hey, she didn't want to be brought into that situation, so she did that for self-defense. So why is it that for her it was just like, well, we're gonna have to go through trial to see if she's innocent or guilty or whatever? But this kid literally one time not found guilty. Why?
Had a fucking weapon.
Why?
Had a sick ass weapon.
Why did
too.
she have to go through so much phases and that
it's
shit?
different when it's like they had. I'm not defending Kyle by any means, but
Yeah.
It's different when they had video evidence of it.
Yes.
And
Maybe
have the
yes,
jury
maybe
go,
that.
you know,
Yes, if she had video
'cause it's-
evidence, yes.
Because if it's like that, it's his word against hers. Maybe he gave a convincing story that even the jury was like,
No, but I think she killed the person.
The guys that
Oh, well,
died.
yeah. Well, oh yeah, duh.
No, the guy died. Like,
The guys that died, that Kyle Rittenhouse killed, were they colored?
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
That I'm not sure about.
Man, that's just crazy though. Because another thing that the defense pulled out was that it was a racially motivated protest. So the defense was like it was a racially motivated protest. So Kyle Rittenhouse, obviously being of the race that was the problem, that's why the protesters attacked them, and that's why Mr. Rittenhouse had to defend himself. So that's what.
But the fact, I mean, me personally, I probably wouldn't have let him walk because first of all, it wasn't his town.
Correct, bro.
He said he wanted to help the community, which fucking people like out there are gonna twist it and be like, "Oh, that was noble of him taking an AR-15."
A vigilante.
Yeah, kind of. But I don't know.
I don't think.
But then again, it's a 17-year-old kid. He's not fully fucking thinking. Like,
Yeah, he just wants to show up with a gun and use.
he wants to clout. I
just
guess,
feel like if you're gonna show up with a gun and you're gonna use a gun as
But
anything,
if it's different, if he was like a
Don't cry if you go to the jail.
If he was a 40-year-old man doing that shit,
then you would have less of a emotion for him because you'd be like, man, this man knows what he's doing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Compared to a 17-year-old at the time, that was.
And that's why I think that the jury kind of felt like, oh, like if it was like he said, a 4-year-old man who did that, you'd be like, oh man, this dude knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
But when you look at a 17-year-old, you're like, you want to say that. You're like, you know what he was doing, but then again, he's not fully wrapped in his head.
He's not. Yeah.
Still saying my verdict is.
Not fully
I think he should have pled guilty. I think it should have been guilty.
It's like a lot of people say, it's like, bro, you're still in high school. You can't make these adult decisions yet. But
Good thing to some account.
Yeah.
Because he got charged, I think, with.
Can you pause for a second?
First-degree murder. What?
attempted murder too.
You can go.
'Cause-
Don't matter. Keep talking.
Yeah, just fuck you. Fuck you, fam. I haven't seen the Andrew Garfield, but I guess Gwen Stacy dies. I didn't know that.
They weren't that good, honestly. They were like kind of trash.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't want to see them. But then if they're part of the fucking now that the MCU is involving in them in that, I'm like, I feel like I have to see them, you know? Because doesn't Michael Keaton come out in that one, or is it
No.
Tom Holland?
No, no one. He's just Andrew Garfield. I mean, Jamie Foxx, Electro is.
Yeah, but Michael Keaton's
Where's my
Vulture.
slice? Wait, for real?
What about Michael Keaton's Vulture? Ugh.
He came out in Tom Holland.
Really? I thought he was Andrew Garfield.
No, he was Vulture in the first Tom Holland one.
No, I'm good, bro. Oh, that's mine? Wow, thanks. What? I thought that was Andrew Garfield's.
It was.
Oh, wait. Because he was trying to pick up all the Iron Man shit and the DOC or whatever.
Wait, what is this?
And they were like, no, we have to pick this shit up. And he got mad, right?
Oh, what?
What are we talking about?
Michael Keaton?
Oh, Batman.
No.
Vulture.
Ooh,
He
Vulture.
plays Vulture in the MCU. Did you know that?
No.
Oh, because you guys haven't seen the first Spider-Man.
I've never seen the first Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I honestly, at the time, thought it was trash. But not. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of hate how they're all using the same Mary Jane falling from the fucking bridge kind of sequence. All the girls. Kind of like.
It's a big part of the comics.
I mean, I know, but I'm just like, God damn, okay.
You're like, I keep seeing this scene over and over again.
Originally, it's supposed to be Gwen Stacy, but the movies made it, and it was Mary Jane.
Gwen Stacy.
That's why I think she's gonna survive.
Mary Jane in this one? Or her
Zendaya.
name?
Hmm?
What's her name?
Who?
In this movie?
It's not Mary Jane.
It's not Mary
It's
Jane.
like
It's still MJ though.
yeah.
It's a little MJ, but Okay, well,
Zendaya.
character. Yeah, I still haven't yet to see him, but I'm pretty stoked for it.
I am.
Cause
As fuck.
Doc Ock's gonna be in it.
I already put AMC or like notify me when tickets go on sale.
Oh yeah. But I haven't done that.
I'm ready for Batman. Obviously, I'm gonna be a big ass DC fan.
You're gonna wet your pants.
I'm gonna wet
You
my
might as well
pants.
take a diaper with you.
I
that
am
day.
double
Right?
it too.
Fucking Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson.
Change my little diaper in the bathroom.
He's wet right now. Look.
Thought I heard a.
You guys just hear who's gonna play Joker next movie?
I think I did. I'm just forgetting.
The guy from Eternals.
Uh,
The guy that plays the guy that mind controls or whatever.
What do you know about the movie? You didn't even see
oh, I kind of heard.
They
I
already
heard
explained
about
their
that.
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently they're gonna sign him up to be
Drig. He's gonna play the Joker supposedly.
in the
And the
next.
Robert Pattinson?
and- yeah, Batman.
I was like,
it.
what?
That's fucking whack.
Because I
Joker
never.
again?
I have another Joker. Yeah,
Bring in a new villain already. Fuck.
yeah, low key, I would love.
I like
to
the
see,
Riddler. The Riddler. If they keep going with this guy, the
Yeah.
Riddler's gonna be a sick ass
or
villain.
even
bro.
Penguin. I would like to see if
Colin Farrell?
how he becomes
Move
like
closer.
Cobblepot. Oh yeah, you need to come.
You're like,
No,
half
you,
of the face is showing.
There you go.
There you go. When did I move?
I would definitely like to see Cobblepot.
Colin Farrell is.
I would definitely like to see him as like Penguin. I don't know if he's gonna be like the actual Penguin. Yeah.
Comes out of the farm.
Oh, that was one of the. I was like, oh my god! I literally wet my fucking.
I'm
butt.
still waiting for like I don't know. I have a lot of expectations for Catwoman.
It was
I will
Calendar Man
never-
already. Fuck.
Who?
Calendar Man.
Oh,
The Advent calendar.
He was in. He was in Suicide Squad. Did you guys catch the reference?
yeah. You didn't watch it.
Yeah. Actually, when I get up there, I'm gonna go see Mortal Kombat right now.
Wow.
I think like when I get up there, I'm gonna go watch the movie Suicide Squad. Complete.
Yeah, you
opposite.
should watch Suicide Squad. That one.
It's not on HBO or
It
Showtime.
is.
Yeah, it is.
On HBO?
Guess.
HBO Max. That's where it first came out when it came out in theaters.
Wow.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it then.
I've been telling you. I was like, yo, it's on HBO Max. Alright, cool.
All right, I'm gonna go watch it right now.
It's good, man. Give it a
I
chance.
will.
Really good.
I'm not saying it isn't good. I just, for some weird reason, have not been able to see it. I don't know, for some weird reason.
You've been able, you just don't want to.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is.
Exactly. Watch other movies instead of movies
That's,
that we
that's, the
acclaim for
weird,
you.
that's the weird reason.
Instead of we acclaim for you. Shit. Where the fuck? Oh, it's right here.
You know what's funny, bro? When we were coming back from Vegas into California, we saw the you are now crossing state boundaries. Any proof of vegetation or all that shit, you better present it to us and all that. And Brenda was like, "Wait, what is this?" And I was like, "All right, she thinks it's immigration." I'm like, "No, we're good." Mind you, I had a fucking J on the side pocket right here. I was like, "Oh my god, I gotta put that away and start hiding it." And when I look closer, I'm like, "There's nobody in there."
Yeah.
And we all got nervous for no reason. We crossed the fucking state lines. There was nobody in the office, and we just took off. I was like, that was a stupid
Well,
reason
low key,
to fucking
don't get too
nervous.
comfortable with that. Apparently, I
Again.
heard it's a certain amount of cars.
You have the sickest segues so far that I've ever.
Thank you for that.
God damn. I'm like, wait, what?
How the fuck did we start talking about that?
I had something lined up to say, not wait, what? No, I didn't.
Wow.
That's what makes me the best character here.
Oh shit!
It's not a superpower.
Until Rojas gets here. Oh,
I am under his
Oh
spell.
my god.